something with Canadian players, man. Canadian players have like
Mm,
their own fan base.
right, right,
Like,
right.
like Andrew Wiggins has the Golden State fan base. Then he has like all of Canada voting for him too.
Hmm.
And this just really happened. You can see Andrew Wiggins wasn't that high up in voting like last year or the year before that, but now he finally decided to play for Team Canada, kind of
Mm.
captained us and stuff. So you can see just a huge influx of vote for him. It's just like Canada basketball, like we have the Toronto Raptors, but they also vote for their players. So that's where you see players like Shea get way more votes. That's where you see, like, if you look at tickets for like the Toronto Raptors games, like an OKC Thunder game against one of the worst teams, the tickets are still like sold out or highly priced because people want to go see Shea play. So I guess it's just that Canadian effect.
Yeah, let's talk about Wiggins for a sec there, because this is not to say that he doesn't deserve an all star spot or anything like that, but I mean, like you said, he has the whole Canadian fan base who I think, because we can speak from personal experience, like we're kind of split on him because he had never actually suited up for Team Canada before, or he like in the
Until this
past he had
summer.
turned it down, and then he suited up this summer. So every Canadian just flipped and like, hey, we love Wiggins, right? So he has
Yeah.
that going for him. The Warriors fans are already crazy when it comes to all star voting, whether they're
And
good or not,
huge. Yeah.
right? And throw on top of that the fact that they're amazing this year and that they're in the 2 seed in the West. You get that, you get normal Warriors voting, and you get all of Canada voting for him. It was kind of a perfect storm for him to get that high in the voting. But as we talked about last time, he had to be voted in by the coaches and players too in order to get that. It wasn't pure fan voting. So I think both of us can agree that he was at least a borderline all star. And
100%.
we didn't have him in our actual list, but he would have been like first or second next up if there were an
Yeah.
injury replacement. So this didn't come completely out of nowhere, but yeah, I guess just what how do you feel about Wiggins,
Yeah.
being
Like,
an all star?
realistically, Draymond Green's probably not going to play this All Star game.
Hmm.
And if we had to put one more injury replacement in, Andrew Wiggins probably makes that spot. Like, so we
Yeah.
probably have Andrew Wiggins as an All Star for this All Star game. So I don't know why people are reacting like this is like a Zaza Pazulia pick or something like that, where you have to change the whole system. Remember, it
Hmm.
was 100% fan voting back in the day to get the starters. But then because of Zaza, they split to the 50-25-25 split.
Yeah.
People are acting like Andrew Wiggins is bad enough to cause another split where it's going to be changed like 33-33-33. But at the end of the day, like Andrew Wiggins is not that far off. Like he would have been an all-star considering injury replacements and players sitting out and stuff. He's been playing amazing. He's shooting well. He's evolved his game. He stopped taking those mid-range shots. He's more of a three-point shooter now. He's pretty good on defense. He's an above-average defender. He's living up to his athleticism and his like build that he could defensive potential. Obviously, playing with Draymond Green's a huge factor for that, but you got to give credit where credit's due. The guy is still the second leading scorer on this Warriors team, and he's one of the better defenders on this Warriors team. He's a good help defender. He's a good one-on-one defender. He does his job, and he is an all-star level player this season. Would we have him over the likes of like Cat or Gobert starting? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who starts. He would have gotten on the bench because of Iowa replacement. He doesn't deserve all the hate that he's getting.
Yeah, no, like, well said. Like Andrew Wiggins kind of like a meme-ish like thing about him. Like he's kind
Reputation.
of like yeah, like a meme reputation sort of. People think Andrew Wiggins all star. They're like, come on, like Wiggins,
Yeah.
like he's such a bust. But I mean, forget about the name, and on the second best score on the 2 seed in the West, a team that a lot of people have as championship favorites, averaging 18 a game, over 41% from three. Like you said, a much improved defender. Like Draymond Green is the second best player on this team, but it's if you really wanted to passionately argue for Andrew Wiggins, I'd be like, okay, I understand your opinion. Like,
Yeah.
I don't completely disagree with you. So he's definitely an all-star caliber player this year. It's just starter is a different story. Now, like you listed out some of the alternatives there. It's not like someone got like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy got snubbed. It's more like, I can't believe Andrew Wiggins is a starter. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, because Cat being all-star starter is like, it doesn't feel like he's being
Yeah.
robbed of something not being a starter, at least to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's just be real. Like with PG, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, all missing,
Yeah.
eligibility for this All
Yeah.
Star game. That's three All Stars right away gone. With
Right.
Draymond Green most likely kind of sit out this All Star game, that's another player gone. that's four front court players who would have made this. Klay Thompson only coming back for the
Mm-hmm.
last couple games. You know what I mean? These are all also Damian Lillard not playing this thing, right? So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
players just aren't eligible because this is just an injury-filled year for the West.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a player that's averaging nearly 20 points on great efficiency on the second best team is okay as an all-star. It's
Mm-hmm.
not crazy, uh, like crazy thing to get over like annoyed about and changing all the voting. Yeah, if Zaza Pazulia made it that one year where he was averaging like 4 and 4, then yeah, then we changed the system, which we did, right? The NBA did.
Yeah.
But an 18-point scorer on the second best team in the league,
Mm-hmm.
who's a great defender, like that's
Yeah.
an all-star. That's an all-star. Like it's better than like when Kyle Korver made his all-star back in the day with the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Wiggins is not the worst all-star ever, which some people are trying to say. Like Antonio Davis made it like with our Toronto Raptors when he was averaging like 8 and 8. You know what I mean? Like he's by far not the worst all-star. He's probably not even the worst all-star starter ever. Like it's just an overreaction, and this is just a change of Andrew Wiggins' reputation. Now that he made it here, people that aren't Warriors fans or Canadian fans can finally realize how much Andrew Wiggins improved and how good he's become because he's put the work in and he just definitely deserves the credit that he gets.
Exactly. It might be like a little bit of a like an overcorrection, right? It's like the opinion of him is much too low, and then it's like, hey, he's an all-star starter. Okay, he's not that good, but like people are like, okay, he's this
he's
good,
a good player.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on Instagram.